Story time on how I ruined this girl's birthday. Let me preface this by saying, I don't know what I did wrong. I never got closure from this whole situation. And I just thought, after a year, let me just ask y'all, what would you do if you were put in this situation? Okay, so boom. It's 3 characters. Me, my wife, her best friend. We're just gonna keep it like that. My wife is my wife. Her best friend is her best friend. Okay, cool. So, little backstory. My wife and her best friend, they have been best friends since middle school in their diapers. They was always super duper close, super duper locked in. And I was super excited to meet her. They would always FaceTime, they would always talk. It would always be super cordial, super nice, super endearing, like they were sisters type. And then her mom was super nice as well. It was like my wife's second mom in a way. She would let us come over, she would cook for us, she would even let us spend a night because our parents, they wasn't on that gate. So boom. Her best friend's birthday comes up and they're doing the plans for it. Everybody's talking about their outfits and everything. But me, I'm not even thinking nothing of it because I know since I don't know her, I wasn't expecting to be a part of the plans. My wife being my wife, she not going nowhere without me. So she had to make sure that it was cool with her best friend that I joined the festivities. Me, I'm super excited because I finally get to meet her best friend that she speaks so highly of. So, fast forward to her actual birthday, they ended up getting an Airbnb, and the plan was to go out and then just come back and chill. So, at the time, I was at work. So, the goal was to get off work and just meet them at whatever place they decided to go to. Now, let me also preface this by saying, since at the time I was a lead concierge, I had on a business casual outfit. A long sleeve button up with floral little pattern, and then I had a tennis skirt that was white, and then I had some heels. This is what I was wearing to work, and I didn't have time to change. Okay, cool. It's finally time for me to get off work. My wife, she sends me the low. It's luckily 7 minutes away from where I was at, so I'm like, okay, bet. I pull up, I have to parking $10. I'm like, ugh, whatever. Just pay it, I park. Now I gotta walk a mile to the club. Okay, cool. Finally get to the club, and I notice it's 2 clubs in one. So you first get in there, it's a bunch of tables, a bar, everybody chilling, eating, vibing. And then you go down some stairs, and it's a whole party going on. It's a dance floor, it's a DJ, some loud ass speakers. It's the turn up central going on. So I'm like, okay, bet. I come in dancing with the vibes. I'm excited because it's her birthday. This is the day of her birthday. Let me also preface and say, I asked my wife, are you sure you want me to meet her on her birthday? Because I know how it is on our birthday. As a girl, you just want everything to be about you and yada, yada, yada. I didn't want to, intervene in any way, shape, or form because I know how it is. But my wife kept telling me, babe, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. She said, it's cool, she said, it's cool, she said, it's cool. Okay, cool. Y'all, as soon as I turned that motherfucking corner, you would have thought they seen a motherfucking ghost. The way everybody just... Me still, I'm coming in smiling, excited. I'm like, hey, happy birthday. Hey, turn up. This is how everybody looking at me. I'm like, okay. So mind you, it's the birthday girl, which is my wife's best friend. She has 2 friends, and then it's my wife, and then it's a guy. So it's 5 of them. No space for me to sit nowhere. So, because it's no space, my wife, she gets up. She's like, okay, let's just go to the section across from them because somebody's scooting over. We go across, and then I'm noticing, the vibes are so weird. So I'm like, let me just roll up. Finish rolling up. Everybody finally come to where we at. So now we all sitting along the section like this. It's one long row of seats. Me, because I know, whenever it's time to spark up, it's courtesy to pass that puff, puff, pass. I'm not a rude. I'm always going to share, especially if you are 420 friendly, the more the merrier. So I pass it to the birthday girl's friend. I tap her real lightly, hey girl, did you want to hit this? And she was like, oh yeah. So she hit the blunt a few times. She passed it back to me. So then I reach past, I'm like, excuse me. And I try to get the birthday girl's attention. Y'all, you would have thought I pinched. If she sized me up and down, I spit on her or something, you would have thought I did something. All I did was tap her hey, did you want to hit the blunt? So after she finally done sizing me up and down, she grabbed the blunt. I'm like, okay. Now I'm trying to turn up with my wife because I'm noticing they're not giving nothing over here. So we just turning up, we making videos, we just being cute. Y'all, it's time for her to pass me the blunt back. Girl. Next thing you know, all I feel is So I just turned, I'm looking like with my eyebrows all weird because why did you have to do all that? In the midst of her tapping me, I was kissing my wife because that is my wife. And if I want to kiss, I can give her a kiss. I don't give a damn where are we at. So I'm just like, I grabbed the blunt back and I'm just puffing, puffing, puffing. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not trying to make the situation bigger than what it is because I can already feel the hostility literally suffocating me. Y'all, we puffing. We making videos, you know. Everybody just trying to make the best of the situation. Not even 5 minutes later, she just storms up and is like, you know what? I'm ready to go. This shit lame. Like she just started going on a whole tangent. So before we can really like assess what's even going on, her friends and her, they all just storm off. So we just looking at each other like, okay. We proceed to follow. Y'all, it's like they ran out that. It took us forever to catch up to them. Like I don't know. Eventually we catch up and they are the way at the damn deck that I had to go to initially to pay for the parking. So before I got there, my wife was the designated driver because everybody else was planning on getting drunk. My wife, she's not a drinker, so that was that. And since I got there, she just made it a big deal. We at the parking deck, she like, you know what? I'm just driving my own car. I'm driving my own car. Fuck. I'm driving my own car. I'm driving my own car. My wife was the D&D, and she's already heavily drunk at this point. So my wife is like insinuating like, hey, you know, I don't mind driving you back. Like, it's cool. We all going to the same place, right? I'll just drive my own car. I'll just drive my own car. So at this point, I'm like, I'm finna take my ass home. But we all eventually, they get in their car, we get in our car, and we all go to the Airbnb. Of course, they got there before us because that was doing 90 and a 20. Finally get there. I don't know what to do, so I'm just following my wife's lead. She told me, like, let's go inside. I'm like, okay, girl. We go inside. As soon as we get inside, everybody run to the room. So they run to the room. I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to roll up again because it's tension, a lot of it, and I don't like tension. I don't like weird energy, especially when I came in with the best vibration possible. Finish rolling up. I go outside. I'm just, you know, smoking. Why the my wife, she comes outside as I'm smoking. She like, babe, I don't know what's going on, but she is in there in tears, like bawling. She says she didn't want to meet you on her birthday. Her birthday is ruined. She don't understand, and yada, yada, yada. I didn't drop the. I'm so confuzzled, so confused, so mind boggled. I didn't say 2 words to the girl, and now I ruined her birthday. So please tell me, what did I do wrong?
I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you being there was a problem because she wanted to be there with your wife. That's what it seemed like. Don't you the rest of your... I don't know. That's what it seemed like to me. It sounded like it was all cool until you got there because she didn't want you there. Because she wanted her best friend there, which is your wife. But your wife is married, so... Yeah, I don't really know. What do you guys think? Put it in the comment section below.